All right, with that said, Rob, let's get into it. And I got the nice setup. I have a studio in my house. I got the 2 television sets, Rob. So I did that so it could be just like it is at the Fox studio, where when we're watching multiple things. So I've got, obviously, the Nationals and the Yankees on one TV, and guess what's on the other?
What's on the other?
LeBron James, the Lakers, and the Mavericks. And LeBron this isn't the first time we've seen him with the beard, but man, I didn't know he had all that gray on the side.
Oh, he got the gray going.
He got gray on the side, man. He looks like Kimbo Slice, kinda, but then the gray is there. But yeah, so this is I'm in heaven. I got the opening day on one screen and get to see the Lakers and the Mavs on another. So yeah, so let's get into it, Rob. It is opening day, as we said, and the Yankees Nats will be followed by the Giants and the Dodgers, and obviously, people are expecting huge things from the Yankees, the Dodgers, and look, obviously the Nats are the defending world champions, so you can't totally write them off. So you got at least 3 of the top 4 teams in the league playing, or 3 of the top teams in the league playing. But what are you most looking for? Besides your excitement about baseball being back, what kind are you most looking forward to today? From these games.
Today is just to see what it looks like and what it feels like. And, they got a shot of Nationals Park. Scherzer's on the mound, Chris. And it just seems weird. It looks like a regular game, with all the dressings and you're doing the broadcast. But there are no fans in there. And so that's a little bit. I just want to see how the players react. We've watched some exhibition games and some inter-squad games, and those have been cool to watch. But now here we go, and it's going to be over before you know it. So I just think, I'm watching in anticipation on how quickly will this go. Normally when the start of the season, you got 6 months, Chris. You don't. You got 67 days.
No,
this will be different.
I'm more excited about this. Contrary to what you like to say, I am a baseball fan, and but I don't need 162. I'm just gonna keep it real. I've said, as much as I love the NBA, I wish they go to about 65 games instead of 82. So I am more excited when baseball. I watch some regular season games, obviously keep up with the sport, but when it hits the playoffs, I'm all in. I'm completely tuned in. And I'm really into it. So I'm going to be more into the regular season now than usual because it's such a short season. And every game matters. That's what I like in sports is the urgency, every game mattering. And that's what we're going to have this year with baseball. You go on a 2 or 3 week slump and you could be in trouble.
Oh, yeah. So, except for they did add to the playoffs,
yes.
Chris. So –
which I think, and we'll get to that later, but yeah, smart. It's smart, though, because what if the Yankees or the Reds or the Rays or the Dodgers or, a team that is legit goes into a bad stretch or starts slowly, and that gives them, a little bit of leeway so that, they can outlast a poor start because now you got 16 teams, 8 in each league playing. So I think it's good, but we'll get into that later. Let's get to it, man. So give me I can give you my picks.
Yeah, you go first.
And I know you like to razz me about this. I picked to win. All right. I'm not trying to be a hot take artist. I'm not trying to, pick, Kansas City or just come out of nowhere and by chance, if it works, I'm right. I'm like many. I got the Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series. And I'm going to say this, Rob. There's a part of me that's been, last time I said there was a part of me, I should have went with it, right? Because that was the Nationals.
Right. You kept saying, well, remember that? You were like, I want to pick the Nationals, but I'm going to pick the Dodgers. And I was I'm picking the Nationals.
Here's what I feel like, Rob, between the Yankees and the Dodgers. Obviously, the Dodgers have the deeper team. They're the more versatile team as far as position players. And, they're great all around. The Yankees obviously have more power. And if the Yankees, we're assuming they're healthy. They got the most power, but I also like their staff better. I like their pitching staff better. Obviously, you got Jarrett Cole.
Right. At the top of their
know.
Rotation,
and
right.
I think, look, Kenley Jansen, we know he appears to be on the decline, and it's been that way for a little bit of while. Clayton Kershaw's just a year older. Aroldis Chapman is with the Yankees. I think their bullpen is better. So for that reason, I'm going to go with the Yankees, Rob. I feel like I should pick the Dodgers because, man, how many times they're going to get there and lose? But then I think of the Braves, and, hey, it can happen time and time again. So I'm going to go with the Yankees over the Dodgers in this year's World Series.
Chris, we're going to be lockstep on this one. And most people, if you really follow baseball or look at it, it's hard not to pick those two teams just based off the rosters and what they have going. There are teams that are going to be good. The Cincinnati Reds, the St. Louis Cardinals are always good, Chris. The Houston Astros still have a good team. We could go on and on and on. There's about 8 or 9 teams that are really good. But some of the stuff you brought up, adding Garrett Cole to the top of your rotation is what solidifies the Yankees to me. You drop everybody else down a spot, right? And that was a team that was great last year.
Right.
With all the injuries and whatnot. And now you put a real ace at the top of your rotation. The problem I have, so I'm going to pick the Yankees out of the American League. And I'm going to pick the Dodgers again, Chris, because on paper, and I did write a column on Deadspin.
I thought you might go away from them.
No, I'm going to pick them, but I'm not going to pick them to win. They haven't won since 1988. And here are my 3 reasons why I can't pick the Dodgers to win the World Series. Clayton Kershaw, Chris, the postseason, I get it where the Astros were stealing signs and they roughed him up.
Right.
But it wasn't the only time he's been roughed up in the playoffs. Okay, so what about all the other times?
And he's already on the DL. He's got the back injury.
Right. Jansen's another one. You brought it up. Chris, he's had a regular heartbeat. He's had some issues. He had his worst year ever last year. His ERA was high in the threes. The least saves he'd had since 2013. He had his highest whip ever. So those signs are all bad for me. And then when you look at Dave Roberts, their manager, the way he's handled the pitching staff, Chris, in big situations in playoff games are questionable. And that, I think, is another part. So
we've talked about that. Like, is that him or is that the front office? But whatever it is, right? We've talked about that in the past.
That is the problem. We really don't know, Chris. Is the front office dictating Dave Roberts, or is this Dave Roberts? Last year when they were in that Game 5 against the Nationals, they were up 3-1, and he brings in Kershaw. Despite, we know what Kershaw has been in the playoffs.
Yep.
And then Kershaw gives up a home run on his first pitch. He should go get him. Nope, he leaves him out there. The next pitch is a home run, and the game's tied.
Yep.
So I'm just like, what? And then in that same game, if you remember, Joe Kelly pitched an inning, and then he brought him back out for another inning, Chris, instead of getting him out. So there's some moves there that I'm not so sure about. I'm going to say the Yankees in 6, but I think this will be a rematch of 1981. I think it could capture the attention of the nation. The World Series with these two teams.
Oh, yeah. If it's those two, it will. No question about it.
The Yankees are on the board for the first home run of the season.
Look, man.
A 2-run bomb by Stanton.
Judge
got a single, and Giancarlo Stanton just hit a 2-run home run.
That's my only question about them. If they're healthy, Rob, what's stopping them?
No, they have a good team.
They were smashing the ball. What they went 103, 106 last year, whatever it was, without Stanton. Basically,
Stanton was hurt most of the year, right?
And then without Judge for 50 games.
Yep.
So if they're healthy, and obviously if the staff stays healthy, they should. This could be a historically good Yankees team. At least
it is on paper. And if you're a Yankee fan, to see Stanton go yard in Game 1, Chris,
Well,
and
look,
they've
been
healthy.
hard on him. They're waiting, right?
They're waiting for him.
Yeah. All right. 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Your turn to weigh in. It is opening day. And we want your way too early World Series predictions. You heard Rob and mine. We're both going Yankees, Dodgers. Where you at?
All right, let's start with James in South Carolina. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What you got, James?
James. Going
We
once.
lost
Well,
him.
you missed it.
All right, Jamel in New York. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What you got, Jamel?
Hey, how you doing, Chris and Rob? I got
What's
a
up?
shocker for you. I'm going to say Subway Series, Yankees next, and I'll tell you why. First off, New York got some of the lowest numbers for the COVID, and I think that's going to play effect come down the stretch. A couple teams might lose a couple top players for a few weeks due to COVID. But the Mets, if they can stay healthy, their pitching staff has been one of the best in baseball for a few years now, and they have been, a few years not too far the last time they was in the World Series against the Royals.
And Jamel, Cespedes is back, Chris, for them. He hasn't played in 2 years. Cespedes
And
is
you got
back.
Cano.
Right, and with Robinson, Cano, and they're pitching. You're right. The big thing though is if they can stay healthy. Jamel, who do you have to win it? We need a winner.
Oh, Yankees, definitely.
Okay.
In 5, if it happens.
I don't mind him going out on the limb. It's still a reach, but hey. That's
Nationals
all right.
are
Go out
on the
limb.
board. Boy, home runs already, Chris.
Hey.
Have a repeat.
You know that launch angle, man. That's what it's all about nowadays.
2-1. Eaton just to the home run. All right, Darren in South Dakota. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Good.
I'm reaching here, but I'm going on a limb. I'm praying for chaos, prosperity. Twins. This is their only chance to do it. They're going to win.
Over who? Who are they
Twins,
playing?
okay.
It doesn't matter. They're gonna
Okay.
they're gonna win, and so are the Vikings.
Oh, you just
All right,
and
we
the
got you.
Timberwolves.
Right, even
Uh,
though
the
they're
Timberwolves-
not
the,
in there.
Orlando.
the Timberwolves need to be sold to Kevin Garnett first.
And Chris,
I
and
tell
Chris,
you what,
and,
though, look, the
and
Twins
the
do have
Minnesota
a nice squad, though.
No, the Twins are good, and the
Yeah.
Minnesota Wild. Don't forget the
Right,
Minnesota
right.
Wild too.
Right.
I'm from Minnesota originally. I love the Wild, and I'm
Nah, look, we got
We-
it.
right,
And
we
but
got
I
it.
do think the Twins are a legit team, though.
No, they are. They
yeah,
got
I
a good
think-
team.
yep.
I remember the old Minnesota North Stars, Chris. Forget about the Wild. How about
Oh,
Chris
wow.
Marty in Kentucky? Wow. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
What's up, fellas? I got some news for you. The World Series matchup you're watching right now.
Really? Nationals Yankees. So
They
not
get
the
back.
Dodgers again. Wow.
The Nationals have heart, and nobody's picking them. Everybody's counting them out. I think that will be just enough to drive them to get there. The Yankees got the team. Now, you want me to call the winner? I'm going to go with the Yankees. I think Boone, especially with this short season, is going to
Right.
be able to do similar to what Joe Girardi did in 2009 with Sabathia and shorten the rotation in the playoffs and really be able to capitalize on his new ace and his pitching lineup. And I think the Yankees take it over the Nationals, and that's my call. And Rob,
Yes.
Rivers loving you right now, man.
Where's
Appreciate
Rivers? Is he
you.
there?
He is actually
He's looking in the mirror at his new shoes.
Hey, I saw the video. It was awesome. I had no idea his favorite color was red.
Yeah, that's
And-
unbelievable. I didn't tell you, and I wasn't going to be picky. You want to give my kids some Jordans. I'm not going to say, hey, Jim,
Right.
man,
Right.
you picked a perfect pair. I mean, you couldn't have done better, and you made his day, man. I appreciate it.
Nah, he's a good kid, and I appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of the show, you and River. And Chris, he wanted to put him on without socks. He was like, Marty was like, put on some socks. Do I have to, Dad? He just wanted to put them on, which was great.
I got 6 texts from some of our regular callers, Rob, saying, where's their Jordans?
Oh, okay. I don't
So,
know. Let's
I'll
squeeze.
send
I
these to
don't
you.
know about all that. Randy in Oregon, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Randy?
I got 2 scenarios for you guys.
All right.
The first one is the Braves and Yankees.
Braves and Yankees.
The
Okay,
Yankees
Braves.
taking it in 6.
Okay.
Okay.
The second scenario is wishful thinking. The Diamondbacks win the West and beat the Yankees in 7. And
Well, they did
Madison
it-
Bumgarner is again World Series MVP.
They did it before, right? 2001, a great World Series. The Diamondbacks.
What's convincing you that Bumgarner's going to kind of return to form?
Never question Mad Bum.
All right, he's been down the last few years,
But he's been big-time pitcher in the
No,
playoffs. he's exact opposite of
in
Clayton
the-
Kershaw.
Right, he's tremendous in the playoffs, no doubt about it.